Hi folks, it's George from Envy, and today we're going to talk about leaf mould. So it's the perfect time of year to start thinking about making this stuff, and it's actually really easy to do. So of course you can just throw fallen leaves into your compost heap, and they're an excellent source of brown material, of carbon in that regard. But there are some amazing benefits to just actually using the leaves on their own. Not to mention the fact that this time of year, the amount of leaves you accumulate are more than enough for your compost heap. So actually using too much on your compost heap can affect the balance. So you might as well use the excess leaves elsewhere in the garden. So leaf mould is an amazing soil conditioner. It improves soil structure, enhances water retention, and it increases the biological activity in your soil as well. So if you've got extremely compact clay soil, using leaf mould will actually improve that and make it more crumbly and aerated. You can use it as a seed starting medium as well, so blend it with things like perlite or vermiculite, and that makes a really lightweight, nutrient-rich mix, great for starting seeds. So you know the benefits. Now, how do you actually make it? So essentially all you're doing here is just giving nature a helping hand. All you're doing is collecting all the leaves into one area, keeping it moist and aerated, and that'll do the job. When you're collecting the leaves, aim for a mix of deciduous leaves, so things like oak, beech, maple trees, that kind of thing. Try and avoid using leaves from things like walnut trees and eucalyptus trees because they can release some substances that can be quite harmful to plants. You can actually add pine leaves into your leaf mulch. Now, these do take a lot longer to break down than other leaves, and they are quite a bit more acidic than other leaves as well. So it can help with ericaceous plants, but it depends on your use case really. But ultimately, the more diverse a set of leaves you have in your leaf mould, the richer it's going to be. So the easiest way to do this is literally just with compost bags. Of course, you can collect the leaves into something like a cage or just a container. Generally, the easiest way really is to use compost bags. So that's what we're going to do. Leaf mould takes a very long time. Typically about several months to a year in some cases. Now, of course, we have a product called Compost Accelerator, and you can certainly use it in this case, but it helps a little bit differently. So when it comes to compost, the process of that breaking down is actually a mix of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that work to break down the waste. So leaf mould is primarily driven by fungi, and they are excellent at decomposing things, but they take a little bit longer compared to the mode of action of some bacteria. Compost Accelerator's ingredients are designed really to stimulate bacterial activity rather than fungi in this case. How Compost Accelerator could help you more in this case is actually reducing the risk of any diseases that will develop in your leaf mould. Compost Accelerator makes it very hot in there, and that's going to sterilise any diseases that you've got and make sure that leaf mould, the final product, is very clean. You only need a tiny amount, so if you are going to use Compost Accelerator for your leaf mould, what we'd recommend is just using one tablet, use a little bit on your leaf mould, just give your compost bags or your leaf mould heap a light watering, and then use the rest on your compost. So one of the best things you can do to speed up this process is actually shredding the leaves and breaking up the leaves before they go into the heap, because the smaller they are, the easier it's going to be for that decomposition process to start, of course. So seal up the bag, place it in a shady spot in your garden. Need some ventilation, so not a shed or anything like that. Ideally a shady spot in your garden is the best option. And poke some holes in the bags as well, that's going to help a lot with ventilation. And then all you need to do is just turn it occasionally. Just check the moisture levels and turn it if needs be, just to keep it aerated. Again, that's going to speed things up greatly as well. And that's really all there is to it. Keep checking it, eventually you're going to have nice dark crumbly texture, and you can use that all over the garden, and it's going to greatly benefit anything that you use it for. We'll be returning to our leaf mould in a video in the future, so keep an eye out for that and you can see our final result as well. If this video helped you in any way, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the Envy channel, head over to our website as well. We've got loads of great gardening info on there and tips and advice and things like that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.